Good afternoon and welcome to my presentation on teaching to the exceptional. Today we're going to talk about what to look for and how to teach those who are exceptional. The first one we are going to talk about is a learning disability. This is defined as a disorder that may manifest itself in an imperfect ability to listen, think, speak, read, write, or spell. So socially, most students are strong. There's not really any concerns with how they interact with others. Cognitively, the disability could be due to genetics and or neurobiological factors that alter the brain functioning in a way which affects their one or more of their cognitive processes related to learning. Academically, they are intelligent but show discrepancy between what they can learn, what they're capable of learning, and what they are learning. They often have peaks and valleys during testing. So they might show frustration in a classroom when they can't figure out an assignment. They have learning problems show that there's no connection between emotional or behavioral with them. In a classroom, how to help them would be a tier 2 or 3 intervention. These have been beneficial. We will then assess the skills and determine the approach, such as explicit instruction, self-instruction, or self-reinforcement. Next are speech and language disorders. They are defined as communication disorder such that stuttering, impaired articulation, language impairment, or voice impairment affects a child's educational performance. Socially, they may be hesitant to participate in verbal assignments. They lack confidence. They don't want to be in front of the classroom. Cognitively, they may have genetic or medical factors that contribute. Some students with other disabilities are at risk to have a language or a speech disorder. Academically, they will struggle in one or more areas of the curriculum, and they have difficulty progressing in the curriculum. In the classroom, most students receiving a speech or language service will spend 80 to 100% of their day in a regular classroom. What we want to do is individualize strategies to help the student. We want to support them in their needs. We want to read with them and have them read and work with others, and this will help. We want them to answer questions both verbally and written. Emotional or behavioral disorders. There are many types of this. It's called an emotional disturbance, and it affects the student's educational performance. Types are depression, oppositional definement, anxiety, and conduct disorder, just to name a few of them. Socially, they lack social skills. They feel picked on. They avoid interaction with other students and classmates, and they don't work well in groups. Cognitive, they have lower intelligence, most will have below their grade level in academics. Academically, they are often experiencing difficulty in one or more areas of the general curriculum. And how we can help in the classroom is just have a positive support system, focus on their strengths, reinforce them, develop a trusting partnership with them and their parent. ADHD is defined as an other impairment. They're having limited strengths or alertness to environmental stimuli that results in limited alertness with respect to educational environment. Socially, they'll have a few close friends, not many. They don't know how to regulate and express positive or negative emotions. They face peer rejection. Cognitively, they'll have difficulties in one or more curriculum areas. They are structured differently in the brain with anatomy, functioning, and neurochemical factors. Academically, they will typically be intelligent but lower achievements, lower grade point averages. Approximately half of the students with ADHD have a learning disability also, so that can affect their academics. In the classroom, we need to reduce work to help them learn just the main objective, get rid of the other things that are supplemental. We want them to focus on one thing. They'll have a short attention span. We want to give them brain breaks, allow them to move around the classroom, give them a special workspace, or if they work well with someone, partner them up with that person. Intellectual disability is next, and that's significantly average general intellectual functioning existing concurrently with defects in adaptive behavior and manifested during the developmental period. Socially, they have poor social skills due to their lack of problem solving and being able to figure things out. Cognitively, they have a lack of problem solving skills again. They lack paying attention, remembering information, and they'll have academic difficulties across the board. Academically, they have difficulty in a general classroom setting, just too much at one time. They perform poorly and have significantly sub-average intelligence. How to help them in the classroom: teach social skills, encourage peers to ignore their behavior and just move on with their day, don't draw attention to them, include peers as community-based instruction, pair students with others who need help in an area that the student that has this disorder is actually above average in. So if they're really good at art or music, pair them with someone who is not good, and just having that reinforcement and positive energy will help. Also set goals for them. Autism. This is defined as developmental disability that significantly affects verbal and nonverbal communication and social interaction. Socially, they may be withdrawn or exclude themselves from events. They lack an ability to make friends or keep friends. They don't want to maintain relationships, and they don't have interest in approaching other people. Cognitively, they have language delays. They have difficulty in change of routine. We need to keep everything routine. Their performance varies. It depends on their mood, their energy level, and their environment. Academically, they can be anywhere. They could be average, above average, or below average in achievement. It just depends on the person. And how to help them in the classroom would just be routine, vital. Encourage peer support from others. Use visual images and music to help calm them and keep them on task. And social skills are very effective with them. Multiple disabilities are defined as a combination in which causes such intense educational need that they cannot be accommodated, by solely addressing one impairment. Socially, academically, and cognitively, it's difficult to describe their characteristics because with multiple disability, there's a large group of multiple characteristics and each person will act differently. You will have to do a non-discriminatory evaluation to determine what disabilities they have and how to help. In the classroom, this needs to be person-centered planning, and that means you need to collaborate with the student and the family, define their goals, values, and visions, and build around that. Instead of building around the curriculum, you need to work with the parents and build around the child/student's need. Physical disability is severe impairment that affects students' educational performance. Socially, they might feel excluded because of their lack of mobility. They might feel challenged by taking on tasks and activities with other groups. They need extra time. They have difficulty in visual and audio input and output in an organizational manner. And academically, again, they could be anywhere. They can be above, below, or average depending on the specific area. In the classroom, how can we help them? Develop a 501 plan with assistive technology. Use curriculum to evaluate their strengths and how to help. Involve the whole class in class awareness instruction and positive interdependence. Put them in groups where the results and the success is dependent on every group member helping and having a part in the activity or assignment. Lastly, we're going to talk about gifted. This are students demonstrate potential abilities of higher performance. Socially, there's a wide range of emotions. They're more aware of their emotions. They have more emotions. They can have perfectionism, which can lead to negative self-judgment of themselves, always needing to be perfect and performing above everyone else, and they often face bullying because of their need to be perfect and their higher intelligence. Cognitively, they have high intelligence, their superior functioning in memory, and concentration, reasoning, problem solving. But academically, while they perform above average, and are superior in one or more areas of academics, they may appear bored during class because they already get it and can finish quickly. Therefore, to help in the classroom, we should cluster group them where there are more students that can work together in one classroom. We can pair with lower students to have peer student tutoring. We can build their leadership skills so they're always wanting to help. They want to take a bigger role in the classroom, and modified work to make it more challenging for them. So these are the disabilities, or not disabilities, the exceptions that students have that we can see in the classroom, and just some things to look for to diagnose them and how to help them be successful in your classroom.